So you'll notice both my arms are down today, but that's because I'm using my selfie stick to record this one. Because, well, I really need to get this off my chest. Figuratively speaking. So I know I've made a video or two before about one of my friends and her psycho ex. Well, having the problem again. And I'm sorry, I forget I put it in the wrong side. And now I just dropped the phone. There we go. Now it actually looks like I'm talking to the camera because I look at the phone and so if I have the camera on this side, not on this side. So, anyway. I've mentioned my friend and her psycho ex before. Well, yeah, things are getting real fun with those two. So, a couple of days ago, and I have two Facebook accounts that I use. One is my family account, one is my main account. The reason I have the two is because there were things that I wanted to share and and all of that I know if I did, my family would see it. And then it's like, I'd end up with a whole bunch of questions that I didn't want to have to answer because it's like, I've got a weird sick sense of humor, honestly. And so I didn't want to answer the questions. I didn't want to deal with that stress of having to deal with my family and answer those questions that they were going to ask me that I knew they would ask. So I need to work, so we're going to take a quick dark trip across the basement into my office. Yeah, look at there, I have light again. But yeah, it's I didn't want to have to deal with the questions that I knew were going to be asked. Yes, my office is my laundry room. There we go, look, I have light again. But yeah, it's I knew there were going to be questions that I didn't want to answer. And so, I'm really going to put the back on my seat again. So I simply just, didn't do it. So I created a second account. I mean, part of it was because, I had my ex. He wanted to play around, so he wanted me to have a second Facebook account. So that way he could, he could friend our old gaming group on Xbox about, so I'm making some coffee. Oh, I'm gonna get this a little closer again. But he wanted to have me create the second account so that way, it wouldn't come up, as us married. So he could, what am I doing that one for? I'll be going to the library soon. So I have the two accounts. Well, my friend, one with the psycho ex that I've talked about before on here, her ex has created excuse me. Her ex has created a second Facebook account for her. Yes, that is correct. He has created a second Facebook account for her. Now, the only problem I have with the fact that he's created this second account for her is because, please tell me you will sit there. Dump the cup. Nope, you're gonna try to dump the cup and I'll get you against something. So trying to trying to be able to work and not have to hold the phone. But yeah, so he created a second account for my friend. And with that second account that she now has, this is why it's bugging me, is because I saw her actually on her own account today. As I was like checking that Facebook, just just real quick, because I had a friend request. So I was checking that Facebook, and in doing so, I noticed that, because like I said, I had a friend request, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check the friend request, see who's friending me now. Because like I said, I don't do a lot on that one. Sorry, I've got like something in my throat. It'll be good when I have the coffee. While we're doing this, I'm gonna do my nails. Because I just stripped them the other day because I got some new nail oil and it cracked my nails. I didn't wash off as well as I should have. So my nail polish got ruined, so I waited and we're doing them today. But yeah, so I've got my friend, and she's seeing what he's posting on this secondary account for her. Because he's posting on there, like, oh, this is who I used to be, now I'm on drugs, and I'm whoring, and, he's being a very manipulative little bitch on the secondary account. Which I think is funny, because that's why her and I stopped talking, was because he's an abusive bastard. And he's using her own account. He's used it to friend everybody that she knows, and is posting on there about, how he really, about how she, she's all screwed up and all of this, and he just actually responded to the comment I, replied to her on. Because I saw she had commented on one of the posts, because I was just, like, casually scrolling through that feed real quick, just because, like, I check up on it. I see, what's going on. I've got a few friends that are on that one that aren't on the other one. Because they don't realize that I am the other one. Because the first one actually has closer to my real name than the one that I'm on normally does. Everybody, like, knows me on that one. Just funny, because everybody that meets me that knows me off of that one calls me Angel. It's like, yeah, actually not my real name, but, they told you in school, never use your real name online, and then Facebook's like, oh, come here, use your real name. And it's like, we're all told not to use our real name online, so it's like, yeah, sure. Oh, my sleep record finally came in. Like an hour after I got up. 4:50 to... Yeah, this thing's on crack or something, because, like, I know I was in bed before 4:50. This is counting when the phone hung up on me last night. But yeah, so it's like, so he's posting on there, and he's gotten a hold of me, and he's like, you need to help her. She's, she's back on the drugs, and she's got friends, so-called friends that are pimping her out, and You know, and I'm just like, dude, I don't believe you, because you're a manipulative little bastard who's trying to get her away from anybody and everybody that knows her so you can try to get her back, so you can abuse her and beat her probably until she is dead. Because that's the kind of guy you are. How do I know this? Because I've been through it. I have personal experience with it. I mean, yes, anymore I tell everybody that, you know, the reason my ex and I ended things was because I got tired of taking care of a child that I didn't give birth to. And as far as I'm concerned, and as far as anybody else is concerned, that's what it is. Because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to explain, you know, about what I was put through by my ex. And I do realize my coffee is done, but I'm doing this, so it's gonna wait a minute because my nails are wet. So, my friend's ex is a manipulative little bastard, and I know he is. And I've warned her. Well, seeing that she actually used her own profile and commented on something he posted, which I don't know what he posted yet, and I won't know until after I get off this video. By knowing that that's the way he is, like, you know, I'm just, you know, waiting to see, you know, what happens with it. Because he's gone through and he's friend requested all of her friends. He's friend requested her family. And he's actually calling out part of her family right now on the post for something. I'm not exactly sure what. And I've seen him, he's posted the same thing. And you can tell it's him that's posting because when he types, he's not exactly the most literate person around. Because when he types things up, he is one of those that, you know, doesn't use punctuation. Sorry, I had to restart my computer here. He doesn't use punctuation. He doesn't capitalize. Like, the way he types, like, I can tell you it's him typing and not my friend because of the way he types. Sorry, I put a wet spot on my counter here. Hope it doesn't mean that that's leaking again, because if that's leaking again, then I'm going to be so pissed because I'm going to have to find some plastic I can throw over the computer at night so it doesn't get ruined. This is my work computer. It's literally dedicated completely for work. But yeah, it's like, so I've got, you know, and I can tell it's him that's typing. And it's like, when I got a friend request on both accounts from him, like I said, I know it's him because of, well, first of all, it, you know, tipped me off because of the picture. And I'm like, you know, that picture is not something she would post. Because it was her sitting there with a hat on backwards. That's not something she would post of herself. That's something that you can tell somebody else took of her. So I'm just like, dude, you cannot fool me. You know, and that's the big thing. It's like, dude, you cannot fool me. Because, like, I know better. I know her. We have been friends since high school. I know this chick. That is not something that she would post, and she would definitely not, if she did create a new account to, you know, trick you, she would not friend request both of my accounts. You know, because I, you know, like I said, I only have one of them, and it's basically for my family. And, you know, the other one is more for, like, my friends and, you know, my personal life. Because, you know, my friends understand I have got a dark, twisted sense of humor. They know this, they don't care. You know, of course, and again, I also have another problem with some of my friends because some of them might eventually get deleted because, like, they've got such liberal views on everything, and I don't buy into it. Like, one of them, like, she's constantly protesting and posting about what protests she went to recently, and, you know, how everything, you know, how we're wronging everybody and everything, and it's like, honey, you are, like, so annoying. Get over yourself. You know, but it's like, so, and then, you know, like I said, so he friend requested me on both of them, and I'm like, no, I'm not accepting this on one of them. Because I don't want to know what, you know, shit you're going to try to manipulate all of Nancy's friends and family into believing about her. Which, it's already working because one of the comments on the one I replied to for Nancy, because you know, I'll know her name is Nancy. But one of the comments I replied to was actually her direct account, was literally, I sat there and I'm like, you know, she's sitting there and she's talking to somebody and she's like, you know, they're like, you know, honey, if you're on the drugs, you know, come live with me, get away from all of that crap, and, you know, I'll help you out and everything, you know, you're better than this. And apparently it was her mom that was saying this. I didn't know the relation until she said something, until she commented, and she's like, Mom, I'm not on drugs, I'm not doing any of this. And so I got on there and I replied to it, and I'm like, okay, honey, you need to know what's going on. Here's what we are being told by Nathaniel. And it's like, you know, I don't care if he reads it, I don't care if he finds out about it, I don't care. I want her to know, it's like, here's what we are being told by him about you. You know, he has called me and messaged me multiple times about this. And I'm pretty sure, like, that's probably what he's, like, commenting about, is like, you know, oh, well, you didn't really say anything about that. And it's like, no, honey, I did. What you don't realize is the fact that when I said it, or, you know, oh, or like, I didn't call you or I didn't talk to you, and it's like, no, honey, you have. You've done it on my other account, the one that I use for only my friends, not for my family. But I was willing to let you on this one because I didn't want to see all of this crap that you're going to start spouting about Nancy. And I know it's you because I know the way you type. You know, because she at least uses punctuation and tries to use capitalization. Doesn't always work. Understandable. Not all of us always get correct capitalization in. It happens to the best of us. Even I do it sometimes. So, I will admit it. Even I do it sometimes. And I'm like a total grammar Nazi. So anybody I know, because I've corrected people even in person. Because I'm like such a grammar Nazi. And it's like, you know, I know what's going on. I'm not going to let you fool me. You think you can pull the wool over everybody's eyes, and that's fine. Try it. It ain't gonna work with me, boy. Because I've been there. I've been in that relationship. I've dealt with people like him. Like, don't even try it. Like, I don't even want to meet him. Again. Because we did meet once. And that was before he started threatening me. So, like, seriously, it's like, why would I, you know, not want what's best for my friend? It's like, I do. But I'm not going off of what you're telling me, because he wants us to, you know, he wants me to sign a petition to get her into rehab. And it's like, you know what? I'm not signing it because I need proof. Not what you tell me. I need physical proof. Like, I need to see with my own eyeballs, like, in person. Because I'm not going to believe him if he shows me a picture that could be, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years old. No, I need to see with my own little eyeballs that, yes, she's really on these drugs. Yes, she's really being pimped out. I need proof. Not what he says. Because, I'm sorry, no. Manipulative. Abusive. He threatened my life. No, I'm not believing this shit. And I don't care if he had to message me on Meet Me to say, I'm sorry for everything. Well, boy, just saying you're sorry for everything doesn't make it right. Yeah, this is one of those videos. Because, like, yeah, no. Because this boy, like, seriously, and he's not even a man, he's a boy, because he is such a little, he goes about this all childish. And so, like, seriously though, like, and then this is my biggest thing, is that because I've come from a place of abuse, because I've been there, done that, you know, got the t-shirt, you know, have a really bad memory now because of it. Yeah. I really do. I have my memory, like, seriously sucks because of what I went through. You know, but because I've been there, done that, I know what it's like trying to get away from an abuser. Except my abuser let me go a lot easier than hers is, but mine also let me go a lot easier because of who I ended up with. It's gonna sound bad, but my hubby, he has a he has a bit of a reputation around here. My ex knew my hubby's reputation, and that's why when I, you know, got with him, he was like, okay, nope, I'm done, bye, I'm out, you can have her. You know, because like I said, like, my man, like, he really is a badass. He has a reputation of being a badass. Like, and I mean, he's like a tiny, skinny little, you know, thing. I say tiny just because he is shorter than me. Seriously, honey, if you're watching this, don't even try to argue with me over this later. It's true. You are shorter than I am. But yeah, no, like, this guy is seriously delusional. And trying to create a new Facebook account just basically to slander my friend and tell everybody she knows and loves that, you know, oh, this is who I used to be, this is what I used to look like, you know, I'm back on the drugs, and I want to get clean, and then maybe my love will take me back. And it's like, honey, who are you fooling? You're the one posting this. You know, it's like, you know, my hubby told him, it's like, if you would change and be more the man that she needs and not what you think she needs, you know, you could get her back. And then and of course, you know, dipshit, like, messages me and tells me, it's like, you know, well, I've changed. And it had been like a week. It's like, no, honey, you haven't changed yet. It takes more than a week to change your kind of an attitude. So yeah, but I'm gonna end this here because I am tired of talking about it. And because, like, I'm like trying to not screw up my nails, and I feel like talking and trying to do my my right hand, like, really makes it more difficult. Because I'm a little bit ambidextrous, but I'm not so great when it comes to painting my nails with the opposite hand. And I have some weird shaped nails on my right hand, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so I'm gonna, let me finish painting this last nail and then we'll end the video. Almost got it. Oh crap, I just like wiped all that nail polish off. Okay, we got it. Alright, bye y'all.